It is I, John Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, and your favorite Coptic Christian, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, where I am back, and I have a few things to say about Mr. Foreign Policy. That's right, the one that told us that Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan were quote-unquote new to foreign policy. I want to talk about Mr. Foreign Policy. That's right, the heap big Indonesian chief, the man who is not a Muslim. Well, I guess according to Madonna, who is an expert on religion, as we all know, that he actually is a Muslim, a black Muslim to boot. I'm sure this is good news to Calypso Louis Farrakhan and Reverend Jeremiah Wright. But I digress. I would like to say a few things about Mr. Foreign Policy and how things are shaking up with this false narrative of this thing called the Arab Spring, and of course the appearance of our hero, that benevolent dictator, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, at the worthless United Nations. That's right, today Ahmadinejad is appearing in front of the United Nations. And before I get started on that, one thing. Hey, Ahmadinejad, when you come into the United States of America, and I don't give a damn if it's the United Nations, when you come into this country, you need to wear a damn tie. And make sure all your cohorts and your security people wear a damn tie. We all understand that you're nothing but a Middle Eastern deadbeat. But by God, when you come into this country, you need to wear a tie, even when talking to a worthless organization like the United Nations. Now, as for what he said today at the worthless United Nations, that's right, our benevolent tin-horn dictator, Ahmadinejad, said that we need to form a new world order to combat the United States and Western powers. But of course, this all ties into this damn worthless appeasement policies of the heap big Indonesian chief. That's right, this guy has absolutely no clue as to what's going on in the Middle East whatsoever. Now, while I was away, apparently there was a terrorist attack in Benghazi, Libya, on our consulate, and 4 of our people were killed. Our own ambassador was killed. He was afraid for his life. He says so in his diary. And of course, he lets this be known to the State Department, and the State Department doesn't do anything about it. They just let this poor guy get killed. In fact, there is evidence that the Libyan government, which actually is pro-American, or some of them are, somebody there actually told our State Department that something was going in the weeds in Benghazi 3 days before the attacks even happened. And our embassy, even on the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, our consulate and our diplomatic people did absolutely nothing to beef up security. In other words, Big Daddy Obama, the big Indonesian chief himself, dropped the ball. He's clueless as to what to do over there. But I got some information for him. There is no such thing as an Arab Spring, and especially in Egypt. You let the boys in the Muslim hood take over the whole damn thing. They scale our fucking embassy walls, and we find out that they rip down our flag, then they tear it to shreds, and then burn the damn thing. And we find out that we are Marines that are protecting American soil, because that's just exactly what the embassy is, as American soil, don't even have bullets in their guns. So all these people storm the embassy walls and hold down our flags, and our Marines are powerless to do anything about it. All under orders from our worthless Secretary of State, who's in charge of these things, Hillary Clinton. And of course, she acts under orders from the heap big Indonesian chief himself. It is a complete mess. And hell, the Big Daddy Obama can't even call the damn thing a terrorist attack, even though it happens right around 9/11. It's unbelievable. Why would he want to say that the Muslims killed 4 Americans and scaled our embassy walls in Cairo and pulled down our flag and burned it? He don't want to call them acts of terrorism. You know why? Because he, once again, is appeasing these Muslims. He said on 60 Minutes the other day that this little killing of our poor people were a quote-unquote bumps in the road. Bumps in the road? What the hell is going on here? What'd they do? Did they not have these shovel-ready projects over in the Middle East? There shouldn't be any bumps in the road anywhere. With the big Indonesian chief, the man who is not a Muslim, or is a Muslim if you prefer, then actually there should be no bumps in the road. He's supposed to change things. It's unbelievable. What is going on here is this guy is absolutely clueless as to what's going on in the Middle East. And he needs to do something, especially about Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. According to some sources, they are about that close to actually developing nuclear weapons. And the big Indonesian chief can't sanction his way out of it. They are going to build nuclear weapons. And if he doesn't do something about it soon, something other than diplomatic sanctions, and they just don't work. What he needs to do is give them what Mr. My Hero, Bibi Netanyahu, he needs to do exactly what Netanyahu told him to do. Give them a red line and tell them, if you go over that red line, then by God, the next thing is the cruise missiles are going to be on the way. And that would be the exact thing to do, because these people don't recognize anything but strength. And strength is nothing that we're getting from the big Indonesian chief. His damn policy of appeasement and outreach to the Muslim world is pure folly. And while I'm talking about that, when it comes to foreign policy, this guy needs to let these boys in the Muslim Brotherhood know that any more nonsense that goes on with our diplomatic personnel in our embassies, which is indeed American soil, are going to be met with serious repercussions. And as far as that goes, my man, Mitt, the Latter-day Mormon, actually needs to explain to the American people what he would do if he were president and this nonsense was going on. Now, Mitt the Mormon, here's what you should say. You should tell these damn ragheads this. Any more nonsense involving tearing down our flag, killing our people, or any other anti-American shenanigans perpetrated by your worthless people, and I mean worthless Muslims, that will have serious repercussions, and that will include removing all our diplomatic personnel from all these damn peace-loving Muslim countries, and with that goes our money. All aid would be cut off. They wouldn't get one red dime from this country, and that includes Syria, Libya, everybody, and mostly Afghanistan, because I am sick and tired of having our soldiers be shot in the back by these worthless, unappreciative, peace-loving Muslims. If Big Daddy Obama can't get that situation under control, then his ass needs to be sent over there and put in a camouflage uniform and sent out onto the streets of Afghanistan to try and appease them personally. That's right, because I'm fed up with it. I am sick of our soldiers being shot in the back by these unappreciative Muslims, and it all happens on the big Indonesian chief's watch. And I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with the Muslims in Cairo. I am fed up with them in Egypt. I'm fed up with them in Libya, Benghazi. I don't give a damn wherever them damn worthless Muslims are at. I'm fed up with them. And something needs to be done. And Mitt Romney, the man, the Mormon, Mitt the Mormon, needs to get out there and straighten this mess out. And tell the American people that there's going to be a change in our relationship with the Muslim world with the Republican as the president. Until next time, this is your favorite conservative, Ronald Reagan, saying this to you now. I'm back, and I got some things to say, and by God, I'm going to say it. Until next time, I say this now. Over and out.